Hopefully that started at the right time. Sorry I didn't talk through any of that. I did not wish to interrupt it. So yeah, I'm starting a stream series of Star Ocean First Departure, because why not, really? It's legitimately one of my favorite games. I prefer the second game more, but I still like this one. It may look a little jank. It is being emulated because the PSP is not great at anything. But yeah. Erotic. For more cutscene.
Planet Issei confirmed. Departing high density space at 1203.
Set the coordinates to T50321.
Roger. Putting Issei on screen.
Something's wrong with the gravitational readings. There's a giant energy wave approaching us, sir, at high speed. The magnitude is 40.3 quadrillion joules, sir.
Turn the ship about. Fire thrusters. Full power right away, and give me some warp coordinates. Look alive, people.
3, 2, 1.
Kaboom.
Here it comes. Activate anti-shock. Raise defense shields.
SD-346. An unknown power threatens to hurl us into a new age of civilization. Is it the will of the gods?
Probably not.
Or just the whimsy of fate?
Probably that one.
Whatever it is, the human race continues to advance into the great unknown. Into what they called the Star Ocean.
Name drop.
Man, I'm bored. Hey, that's a good thing. It means all's well. What about Millie? What do you really think about her anyway? What do you mean? Let me give you a friendly warning. That girl's a total scatterbrain. She doesn't listen to anyone. She's just a total nag.
The Shoryuken joke is too obvious.
Listen, I meant...
You jerk! If you've got time to complain about me, you've got time to work.
There's
Pout.
nothing to do around here, Millie.
Why don't you go out on a patrol then? Come on, I'll join you. We can all do it together.
All right.
Roddick, you come with us too. It's settled then. We'll all go together.
Yes, here we are in Defense HQ. And immediately right over here, blackberries. Important item. We won't be able to obtain many more for quite a while. We don't exactly have much need for more for quite a while, but it's fine. Ignore that. Flare Bomb. Resurrection Elixir. Both very useful items. Flare Bomb is a combat item that's actually not very useful, but you can sell it. It's worth money. Money is always useful. Resurrection Elixir does exactly what you'd assume it does. Revive someone if they die. It's another hot day today. Indeed. Let's just barge into people's houses. This is Dorn's house. Dorn is that guy. Hello, Connor. Wow, we shouldn't touch that then. Dorn doesn't want us touching that. No touching music boxes. If you're ever hurt, Roddick, I'll make you better with my special sparkle magic. Sparkle magic. This is the opening. That she is feeling better. So thanks to your father, please give regards to Martoth when you see him. I mean, he's right in here. You could just come in and do that yourself, lady. Some blueberries. It's a healing item. Really hope you aren't neglecting your symbology studies. So retired, you'll be the one to take over for me. Yeah, Dad. She knows. Hello, Nautilus. To learn to cook, but I also love crafting. I want to be able to play an instrument. I'm not talented at all. Cheer up. Sophia, it's not like you. Bleh. I can read. I can do this. Sophia, it's not like you at all to give up so easily. You just need to work at it, and then you'll get better. This is the PSP version. Being emulated, because the PSP, as has been seen in my Star Ocean 2 series, is kind of crap at sizing. So, I'm emulating it because it's just easier, and I can size it properly without needing to mess with other settings. So all your hard work. You too, Thule. Sleepy, but Mom says I need to get up. She just wouldn't leave me alone. I know. Getting up sucks. Ironic, we just got a fresh shipment of vegetables. Make sure to tell your mother. Definitely, thanks. Any blackberries? Nope. No blackberries. The MP restoring item. Of course they wouldn't have that. Who needs MP? I haven't been to Cool in a while. If you happen to go that way, please give my regards to my friends. I don't know who your friends are. Thanks for all your work. Just walk up to everyone in Cool and just say, hey, an old man says hi. Is anything strange or usual going on? Yeah, it's nice and peaceful. There's a talisman. It's a handy item. Basically, Star Ocean First Departure R balances the game difficulty out a bit, because at some points this game can be a little hard or a little easy. It balances that out, supposedly. It changes the character artwork around. I personally like the artwork the way it is. Like, I like this artwork. But they change it to different art. And that's about it from what I remember. I just say make sure to equip your stuff. Hey Mom, there's vegetables. So we step outside. And now she's immediately gone. She's nowhere in the town right now. She's just gone. Which I suppose I should equip the talisman. I mean, it's a thing. Boosts defense. Should go over stats. Attack does what you think it does. Defense does what you think it does. Hit basically impacts your ability to deal full damage or not. It basically is your, well, it depends. It changes how much of your attack actually applies. Avoid is what changes how much of the enemy's attack applies, and magic is exactly what you think it would be. I mean, we've ran around, we've confirmed the town is safe and sound. Let's head back to HQ.
What's that?
Oh.
What the?
Bandits! How nice of them to just wait.
Bastards! Coming here in broad daylight?
We've got to help them. Hurry!
Let's go!
Indeed. We should help them. That's Let's crush them. Yeah, Dorn, let's do this.
We have company.
Here they come.
Basically.
Take this.
Damn it, Dorn, you're just getting hit.
Guess it's over.
It's over?
Blueberries. How's them dealt with? Thankfully, that was all of those bandits. There's also these bandits, though. I mean, they're not really doing anything. They're just walking back and forth. I mean, is this such a crime to walk back and forth?
Hang in there, everyone.
In this town, apparently, yes. I keep accidentally hitting X 3 times. Dorn! Your goal is to kill them, not get killed.
They're putting up more of a fight than we figured, boss.
Yeah, we are.
Pathetic. Letting a couple of brats step all over us? Just wait till I show them.
I mean,
Just any brats, I'll have you know. We're the official town defense force.
yeah, what he said.
And we're not about to let some punk swagger in here with this pack of gutless losers.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't last 2 minutes in a fight.
Millie is completely the third wheel here. Like, Roddick, we're the town defense force. Yeah, and you guys are gutless cowards. Then Millie, you guys fight like girls, is basically what she's saying without saying it. Like,
Let's get him, boss.
Millie needs to work on her insult game.
Careful, everyone!
Now I'm getting beat up. Get him, Dorn! That's not getting him, that's getting hit. These tutorial fights are pretty easy.
That was easy.
All right.
Hey, level ups!
The power's flowing in me.
Good, Dorn. We didn't exactly need to know that, but fine, fine, buddy.
Guys. Just doing our job, sir.
Ooh, how suave of you.
That night.
I made some tea for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Enjoy.
I mean, our mother's art is kind of... She's seen things, but everyone else's is pretty fine.
Those bandits hardly even put up a fight.
What are you talking about? That was a pretty close call, and you know it. Something wrong, Roddick? You look a little off.
Oh, he's just been moping around all the time lately.
I mean, he has now just killed people in cold blood. So,
Hope you feel better.
it's bound to impact him somehow.
Thanks again, ma'am.
Oh, certainly. Come back anytime.
Being bored's a good thing, huh?
They have tails because they are Rokians. This takes place on the planet Roke. So it is not the same planet, because the planet from the second game is Expel. They are two different planets.
Oh, I thought you were still sleeping. Did you have trouble falling asleep?
No, I'm fine.
Fine, Mom.
You've been acting kind of strange lately. I don't want Millie and Dorn having to worry about you.
Oh, stop worrying so much, Mom. I'll be back later.
Yeah, Mom, stop worrying. Here we go to the HQ. Because where else would we go?
Good morning, Roddick. Dorn already went inside.
Hey, Roddick, the captain's waiting for you.
are, Roddick. To business, then. You made us all proud here yesterday, repelling a bandit warlord with only the 3 of you, they tell me.
I pity this voice actor's throat. I've done a voice like that before. It wrecks your throat.
The townspeople wanted me to give this to you. Here, take it.
5 blueberries and a twice-cooked pork.
What the? Hey, this is Roddick's favorite food. Why does he get special treatment?
It came from a fan of Roddick's. That's all I know.
Yeah, it came from a fan.
Well, regardless, keep up the good work, all of you.
It's not like we get stuff like we had yesterday very often. This town would be perfectly safe even if we sat on our tails all day.
Dorn, knock it off.
She's right for the 3 of us. Indeed. And now I'm trying to remember exactly what I need to do now. I think what we need to do is actually leave town. I could be wrong, but I think we need to go to Cool. It has been so long since I played the beginning of this game. Welcome to the world map! It's a pretty big place. What is this over here? Just the celestial ship remains. It's quite peaceful here. Yep, the world map is 3D. On the SNES, it was not 3D. Bridge. We are in Cool. This village Cool, Mount Matorx is just north here, but I advise against visiting that dangerous place. I mean, yeah, it's pretty dangerous. I guess. It's coming from Kratos. Yes, we did. What's up? You think Daddy's gonna bring home this time? I don't know. Stuff. It was tomorrow already. I'm taking this necklace. Okay, thanks, bye. Someone's coming home tomorrow. He's been away for the last 6 months due to work. Hey, more stuff. This is mine now. 200 full? I have stole your life savings. Young folks just keep leaving. What's gonna happen to this village? You know. Well, probably not turn to stone. There's at least that. Most of the men from this village have left to make their money elsewhere for their families. I think we could actually try heading to the mountain now. It's not exactly advisable, but yeah, there's nothing stopping us. It's not really advisable, but we could. Okay, Wolf. Tis okay. This is something I was expecting would happen before now. No random encounter. Oh yeah, it shuffled the party around. So now Millie's at the top. That's been pretty good.
Boy, they were weak.
My knee hurts, but other than that, I'm good. So... I should actually go over a few other things here. We have this whole tactics thing. It has strategy, which you can tell the AI to do various different things. And these two should always be on protect your friends. Millie's always on focus on healing. You can use replacements, so you could just like take Dorn and shove him in the back if you wanted. I don't know why you'd want to, though. Formations, change the battle starting position. There are a fair few of these. Escape is generally the one I end up using because it well, it keeps everyone pretty centralized. And then leader changes who you're controlling without needing to manually switch. I'm just gonna control Millie because I am used to controlling the mages in this game because I do not trust the AI to do magic and healing when it should. You'll learn that the hard way, not to trust the AI. It is not good at its job. Guess that is not what I was supposed to do. Unless heading back to this now. I'm trying to remember. This has early game syndrome. Yes, okay, that was what you were supposed to do.
You called for us, sir?
Did he?
Rock. Good to see you here. We've got trouble. Take a look at this. A letter came in earlier.
Not a letter.
Send help immediately. Mystery outbreak in Cool Village. Residents suffering from high fever. Mayor, Cool Village.
I mean, we didn't experience any of that while being there.
So what do we do?
We go help them out. That's what.
The herbs that grow on the peak of Mount Matorx ought to do the trick.
Wait!
Indeed.
Father!
Leave this matter to me.
Okay.
Martoth, will you go on our behalf?
I mean...
Yes, I don't think we have much to worry about with this mystery outbreak.
I didn't realize how fitting playing this game is.
Well, if the best healer in all of Kratos is on the job, it'd be a tremendous relief to all of us.
I'll be back in a little while, all right? Stay away from Mount Matorx. It's too dangerous for you.
I mean, it's not really, but... Fine. Fine, Dad.
Well, I'm off. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. We'll let you know if anything's up.
And there goes the old man.
Come on, guys. Lighten up a bit.
Yeah, lighten
I
up.
know how you feel, but Roddick, you've been acting weird lately. What's wrong? You can tell us.
Yeah, it does kind of have a bit of a Mario RPG feel to it.
Father still hasn't come back. I've got to find him.
I mean, I've been holding up well, K-Wolf.
Said he'd call us if you needed us.
But I can't just sit around and wait anymore.
Roddick.
I mean, you guys were just arguing outside of my house. How would I not hear and come out, you two?
What's it say?
A powerful disease has struck Cool. My methods are powerless against it, and even worse, I'm afraid I've contracted the disease myself. Casual skin contact is enough to spread the illness. It incubates for about an hour, but after it develops, the infected turn into stone in about 3 days' time.
Oh, well.
There is no hope for Cool. Do not approach it under any circumstances. Martoth, Cliet.
I guess the town is going to turn to stone.
Millie, wait! She's gonna head for Cool all by herself. We've got to stop her.
Or we could go with her. I mean, seems like the sensible thing to do. Wait. Forget, is she actually... No, she isn't in the party currently. So I did all that work to change to her, and she's not even in the party currently. Damn it, Millie!
Here they come! Here they come!
These bandits can be quite a pain.
That one was easy. All right.
Shockwave Swirl. We now have a killer move, so I'll go over that. Special arts and spells. You can equip them. Two per melee character on the L or R buttons. And Shockwave Swirls deliver a shockwave in a 360-degree arc. May as well give it a try.
What's wrong, Dorn? Nothing. It's nothing.
It's totally nothing. He's just out of breath. I mean, we've been running this whole way. I mean, it kind of is. This game does have a little bit of a cutesy feel to it as well.
Here they come.
Rabbits! Monty Python tried to warn us about these!
That one was easy. Longer.
I was gonna use Shockwave Swirl, and I forgot.
There's Millie! After her!
I mean, I'd rather talk to this old guy down here. Don't touch me! I've already been infected. This town won't survive much longer. In the less hours of the town, there's a herb found on Mount Matorx that might save me. So why don't you go get it yourself, old man? Are you too old? Don't use that excuse. Turn completely into statue. Looks very much alive still. I think it's this house we need to go in. Yep.
Stay away from me! No matter what you do, don't touch me!
Father.
I am done for, Millie.
And you
Yep.
won't let me sit by your side, Father? I can't even hold your hand. How can something like this happen?
Roddick, Dawn, can you take my daughter back to town for me?
Millie, let's go.
Millie!
I'm sorry, guys.
Wait.
Dorn?
Planning to go off by yourself? You're going to pick some herbs off the peak of Mount Matorx, aren't you? Doesn't take a genius to see what you're thinking. But listen, you can't go into that hornet's nest. Not by yourself.
I'm sorry.
Come on, quit pouting.
Huh?
It'll be okay. Your dad'll be fine once we get those herbs.
Yeah. But...
This is terrible. I can't stand seeing you sad like this.
Dorn?
Millie, I want you to know something.
Dorn? Dorn, what's wrong? Are you alright?
Get away from me! No, sorry. I'm fine. It's nothing.
But you're... Hold tight just a minute. I'll go find someone.
It wouldn't be the best idea.
Roddick, Dorn just collapsed.
Every time something comes up, what's the first thing out of her mouth? Roddick. Roddick.
Roddick, come with me. Dorn's in trouble.
Right, let's go.
I mean, it really wouldn't be a good idea for anyone to kiss Dorn right now. Because you guys may have put two and two together already. Dorn touched the carrier pigeon from Millie's father.
Are you alright?
Huh? What do you mean?
But I just saw you...
Stop jumping to conclusions. I was just a little lightheaded, that's all. I told you it was nothing. Roddick, don't you think we ought to go pick some herbs at the peak of Mount Matorx?
Alright, Connor.
That would be just the thing for Millie's dad.
Oh, yeah. Matorx lies due north of Cool. We'll need to watch ourselves.
You said it. That's Fellworm territory up there.
Now I'm gonna switch myself back to being Millie. Because again, I don't trust the AI to be a good healer. Because it's not. Nice peaceful bridge.
We got trouble.
I hope we can do this.
Fox it. Well, the wolves. Why did my brain jump to foxes? I should. It's I'm gonna need to do this. Damn it, Dorn! Well, that's fine. For reasons already established.
Well, there you go. All right.
Oh, great!
They jumped 2 levels. Yeah, that is literally the strongest encounter in this area. That is also a speedrun killing encounter. But as has already been established, I can't do it now. But Dorn isn't long for this world, so he's just go back there, buddy. Just go back there. It'll be better. Just lie in the back. Well, old man's a statue. I'm killing them because they were attacking me. I have to defend myself.
Look out!
Everyone ready?
Go, Roddick! Roddick! This is not how you fight, Roddick! Roddick! Roddick? Thank you. Come on, Roddick! 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 Do your job, buddy! Jeez! I regret giving that move to you, Roddick. It's pretty garbage. I just accidentally healed Millie. I mean, they're not children, they're bandits. Is Roddick gaining a level? I actually wonder, do we have any skills to actually go over any of this stuff yet? No. But there is just randomly 2 pixels occasionally that are just white. That isn't how it normally is. That is just a quirk of emulation. Roddick. No. No, buddy. There's this little spot. This is a remnant from the SNES version. This was a dead-end path to kind of trick you.
Here they come.
Go, Roddick! Nah, I probably shouldn't waste heals. He doesn't exactly need it right now. These bunnies have exactly 60 health.
That was easy.
Here we are. Sure, guys, this place is swarming with fellworms. They lay their eggs on you if you get too close, don't they? Yup. It could get nasty if those eggs hatch. I mean, it'd be pretty nasty to have eggs laid on you in the first place. So, maybe think about that, Roddick. Oh god, it's a fellworm! It fell from the sky!
This looks bad.
I hope we can do this.
This is a moment where I'm very much going to switch to Roddick. Because, yeah, the AI would have just got itself pretty screwed. I don't think you'd want to eat fellworm eggs. You see the mouths on these things. Guys, alright. Yep. Sure to brush off any fellworm eggs. It'd be a problem if they didn't hatch very fast. Yeah, I mean, it tells me that, you know, the eggs aren't usually, you know... Welcome back, Connor.
We have company.
Let's go.
Go, Roddick! Do your thing! In case you're wondering where Dorn is, he died, so I just shoved him to the back. Roddick, could you please? I have to do everything myself, Roddick.
I can feel the power flowing.
Oh, great!
Deep Mist and Crush. Millie really should not go fight. That is a terrible idea. But we are now on Mount Matox. Fellworm! Only it didn't fall this time. I guess this one's a right worm. Because it came from the right.
Be careful, everyone!
I don't know why people watch me. We have Deep Mist, which lowers enemy hit rate. It has a chance of affecting enemies, and for its MP cost, it's not helpful at this point. Crush, on the other hand, well, it looks more dangerous than it actually is. This is an introduction to enemies having elemental weaknesses and resistances. Fellworms absorb earth damage. Crush deals earth damage. Great job, Square Enix. Well, I suppose this is Tri-Ace. Tri-Ace being published by Enix before it was Square Enix.
You alright?
Don't touch me!
What? I'm just worried about you. You don't have to yell at me like that.
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about me.
Wait, you didn't catch the...
He did!
I must have caught it when I touched that carrier pigeon.
Oh no!
We better go back home.
Either that or I'm just a neckbeard with way too much time on my hands. That is the much more likely thing.
No, I haven't started turning into stone yet.
But...
Or have you, Dorn? I mean, you haven't checked your pants lately. You may have already started, Dorn. That was a terrible joke.
I'm sorry, but I'm fine, really. Besides, those herbs will cure me anyway, right? Let's get moving.
Right here, we can drink the water. Have our health restored, which means Dorn is back to life. But, as was just established, you know, Dorn's not doing so hot. So, right. Millie can't equip the leather armor or the boots. Can give her a necklace, though. Should be rather handy in cases where something attacks or gets at her again. There's a little sparkly. There's a rose hip. I may have already missed one of those. I don't remember where they all are. Hidden items aren't always sparkly.
There's the flower that we need.
Alright, Kay. Okay, Wolf.
I thought there wasn't supposed to be anyone here.
There weren't any life forms here, Captain, when I scanned the area.
Who are you? What do you want?
Have you come here to take the herbs away from us?
Where did you come from?
Look, you don't have to be so...
Stay where you are!
so afraid. Well, that didn't work.
Who are you? Where are you from? You're dressed really weird and I don't trust you!
Well, you see, my name is Ronix J. Kinney. How can I explain this so it makes sense?
Captain,
Huh?
allow me. My name's Elia Silvestri. And please, before you say anything, I want you to know that we're not your enemy. We're here to help you. Before you say anything, I want to let you know that we are not your enemy.
I mean, they are aliens to this planet.
Really?
Well, they sure aren't our friends. Not these strangers.
We're here to pick some of the herbs off of this mountain, that's all.
I should tell you that these herbs won't stop anyone from turning into stone.
Who are you?
More interested in listening to us now?
All right, go.
I'm sure you won't believe us at first, but we've come from a place far, far away to save all of you.
So why didn't you come sooner then?
We can't make direct contact with civilizations in the early stages of development. It's part of the Underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact.
Early stages of development?
We came here from beyond the sky, from another planet. We're making something of a special exception to the rule, you see.
Beyond the sky? Another planet?
Are you gods?
No, we're not gods. We're people, just like you. Well, except without the tails.
Oh, wow!
Lazonia, a force opposing our own, broke the Underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact recently, and engaged in direct interference with this planet. As if that weren't bad enough, they also fired a biological weapon at you, releasing the contagion that spread across this whole area.
So we're turning into stone and it's because of those Lazonia guys?
Correct.
I can't believe this!
We've been sent here to examine the disease and try to find a treatment for it.
So you see, we've come here to help you. Probably in ways you've never imagined.
I still can't believe any of this. But can you really help with the cure?
I mean, they probably
I can't
can.
believe it either. But if you're able to save our friend here...
If you come with us and help us in creating a vaccine, we should be able to cure him.
Vaccine?
A miracle medicine, sort of.
Well then. There's something you ought to know before we go any further. If you folks decide to come with us, you'll probably never see this planet again.
Why not?
That's what the rules say. If you interact with us too much, we can't let you go back to your original life. That's another part of the Underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact. Now, if you'd like, we could go our separate ways, and you could pretend this was all some kind of fever dream. There is still time for that.
Well, I'm going with these guys. All I've got waiting for me here is life as a statue.
That's what I'm that's a good thing, Dorn. You go with the random people.
You want me to choose between losing you forever or losing my father and everyone else forever? Don't make me do that, Dorn.
I mean, it's a pretty easy choice, Millie. Losing one or losing all. Lose the one. It makes more sense, especially when the one being gone could save everybody.
There's just nothing we can do if we stay here. I know it's hard leaving everyone you know in Kratos, but we've got a bigger job ahead. We're going to save everybody.
Right. Save everyone.
It's settled then. Might as well get going. Close your eyes for a moment, please.
Huh?
That was a teleporter.
Where are we?
In a spaceship.
This is our ship.
You really are gods.
We're not gods. We've just advanced a little sooner than you, that's all. You can have all this for yourselves too someday.
Well, let's get him over to sickbay.
The floor. It's moving.
And that door back there opened by itself.
Incredible. I've never seen anything like this before.
I just realized I haven't asked any of your names yet.
My name is Roddick Ferrets.
I'm Millie Cleat.
Dorn... Myrtle...
Captain, his condition's deteriorating.
Better hurry then.
What's this?
I guess this must be surprising.
It's a
to you,
cylinder.
But this is how we treat sick people.
See what you can do for him, Doctor.
Yes, sir.
I love the blue crosses. Wouldn't want the red cross getting mad.
Around here. How would you like a tour of the ship?
Captain, that would be a violation of the Preservation Pact.
Well, it's a little late for that, isn't it? I'll be on the bridge. You show him around for me, okay?
Captain.
Ronix gives no shits. This is a save point. Or a stick with some rings. No, it does not. It does not have much sci-fi in it at all. I'm gonna save while I'm here, because saving is always good. No, she isn't. Okay. Let's see. Is Ilya in the party? She's not. Just ride the floor. Or, I mean, we can still run along it. Still works. Click on the floor, that's the elevator pad. So we travel between floors. Okay, but there's another door back here, so I mean... What is this? Transport room? We can teleport anywhere. It's a pretty big radius. Let's go to the airlock. Those are always fun. It's the exit of the Calnus. It's pretty strong. Yeah. Because there's no air out there. We're in space. That's what space is like. None of us will survive a minute outside that door. Well... Spacesuits would probably exist. I mean, I'd have to be able to afford FNAF 4 first. I have this thing about not playing pirated games if I don't actually own the game in some way. So, studying astrophysics. Okay. That means nothing to us. You know that, right? It's just a fancy word. Man, they have the name of their ship as a spinny symbol on the TVs. I think Ronix likes his ship a lot. Yo, what's up? I have had a good look around. Alright, K-Wolf. Guess really don't look that different from us. No? Yeah, we never would have thought about that because they don't have tails. Because these are humans. I'm going to talk to you more. I'm going to keep talking to you because you don't want me to talk to you. I forget where I have to be to get this person to talk. I don't think I can talk to them. I forget. Check. Kids on board from Roke. Yes, yes we are. Yes, our tails are real. I've missed talking to someone it wants me to talk to. Once again, this has early game syndrome. Or I was meant to do this.
Watch out.
Right,
the
yeah.
sensors are detecting an alien presence.
Fell worm! It fell from the sky!
Damn it! Their eggs must have latched onto us at Mount Matorix. Let's get them, Millie! Keep focused, everyone!
Be careful, everyone!
Okay, I'm already on Roddick. There we go.
That was easy.
Yeah, there is a 3-hit combo to basic attacking, which invalidates a lot of skills, especially where a lot of them tend to be elemental.
It's gone.
No, it's not.
Huh? No, it isn't. See? It's right here.
You can still see it? The moment your blood touched it, it disappeared.
Elia, take Roddick and Millie to sick bay. I'll meet you there.
Yes, sir.
Wait, where did that come from just now?
We have these things called communicators. They let us talk to people even if we're far away from each other. Anyway, the doctor wants
They're
to
basically
see us.
walkie-talkies.
Sick bay. I'll get...
Whoop,
Is he
accidentally
sure?
pushed X.
I don't know yet.
My light keeps flickering. This is such a jury-rigged light. It makes sense it would flicker a bit.
Don't be in such a hurry there, miss. The doctor's just getting to that.
Ahem. After a thorough investigation, I have isolated and analyzed the pathogen behind the disease. I'm afraid curing this illness is something that's beyond the ability of Earth medical science.
Oh, but you've got all these amazing things. Can't you do something? Anything?
You wouldn't really want to see this
Medical
house.
Technology at my fingertips is precisely what allows me to declare that this is an impossible task, young lady. This pathogen is in a constant state of flux, mutating at a truly breathtaking speed. Even if I could make a vaccine, it would lose its effectiveness in a matter of minutes. There is one possible method, however. Judging by the pathogen structure, I believe this to be a naturally occurring virus. So if we could track down the host, the original carrier of the disease, we could use the host's blood to create an immunity serum.
So that'll work. I mean, would that work, sir?
I believe so.
He believes it will.
He'll be turning into stone within 3 days. That's nowhere near enough time to find the host.
Oddly enough, the body's molecular structure seems to remain perfectly intact even after the petrification process is complete.
Whoops. If we could just procure that serum, our patient would be able to make a full recovery.
Well, that's something to work with anyway.
I keep pushing X too early.
It won't be easy, though. I doubt Lazonia is that eager to tell us where the host is.
You're right. More importantly, though, I can't help but wonder, why did they even use this bioweapon on planet Roke in the first place?
Roke?
The name we've given your homeworld. But Ely is right. I don't see how Lazonia benefits at all from turning everyone on Roke into stone.
Doctor, are there any major differences between the anatomy of Rokians and other humanoid species on other planets?
Well, let me think. Their basic organic, muscular, and nervous systems are highly similar to humans. But there is one rather striking difference.
Their blood?
Precisely. The structure of their blood vastly differs from our own.
Oh.
The most obvious point is the hemoglobin. In humans, it is iron-based, but in Rokians, it is copper-based.
So they're after the copper, because copper is an incredibly valuable resource.
What are you getting at, Elia?
This is just a possibility, but perhaps there is some benefit to petrifying the Rokians.
Don't be safe.
And that would explain the motive behind dropping this bioweapon on their planet.
Alright, K-Wolf, have a good night.
What kind of benefit?
Some kind of previously undiscovered matter, maybe.
You mean what? A weapon?
There is that possibility. In particular, I'm talking about something that's invisible. Something that wouldn't even show up on our sensors.
So they're killing us off to make some kind of weapon for themselves?
Well, we can't say that.
Also, I'll get Corona beer if I feel like it. I just won't ever feel like it, because I can't stand drinking anymore.
Explain a lot of things, though.
If that's the case, then they must be removing the petrified bodies from Roke. Let's check that prospect out first. I'll be on the bridge.
Doctor, run a simulation to see if petrifying their blood results in some sort of matter that can be used for offensive purposes.
Are you sure? We're talking tens of thousands of combinations.
There's no other way. We've got to find out.
Very well.
I used to.
That's what I get for whining about how boring every day was.
But then, a mental breakdown plus a large bottle of whiskey kind of ended that.
What are you talking about? You know this isn't your fault.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, look at me. If I just had more power, then maybe I could have done something.
The captain wants you on the bridge. You can take the elevator to get there.
Thank you.
Ah, there you are. Elia has news for you.
We compared the current number of petrified bodies with our previous figures. The number's gone down by about 200,000. How did they take all of them off the planet without us noticing?
So it's true.
We're not yet sure if they're building a weapon.
It sure is hard to imagine those bodies being used for peaceful purposes at this point. Sorry, that didn't come out right. By the way, we're returning to Earth. I'm going to go through our ambassadors and get Lazonia to hand over the host. Not that I expect them to be interested in negotiating with us in good faith. I'd like all of you to come with us and participate in the reports.
Captain, Dorn's condition is worsening.
I'll be right there.
His vital organs have begun the petrification process. I'm afraid he's in critical condition.
Dorn.
Captain, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it?
If I'm going to die, I want it to happen in my own bed.
You're not gonna die. You'll just be asleep for a bit.
But what if you can't get that serum? Please?
Yeah, let's throw Dorn into the town that, last we checked, was not infected with the disease. That's totally the responsible thing to do.
Yes, sir.
Please, let us go back with Dorn.
I don't know.
We'll come back. We promise.
All right. I'll have Elia accompany you then.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I want Dorn transported directly into his bed, Doctor. This is a precision maneuver. Don't mess it up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, into the bed? Okay. Teleport him into the mattress.
Yes, Captain.
Listen, there was something I wanted to give you before I go.
Oh, don't say that. You'll just be sleeping for a little while.
Get the music box on that shelf for me. I'm giving that to you, Millie.
But this is your sister's. I can't take this.
Take it, please. I
It's all right. I swear we'll save you.
I know this is hard, but we've got to go. He needs your help.
Right.
We'll be beginning our trip to planet Earth shortly. There's a room set up for you, so feel free to get some rest.
Thank you.
Setting course for Sector Theta, .001, Mark 269, Warp 6.
Look, Millie. It's magnificent.
Beautiful. It's like an ocean of stars.
I believe there'd usually be effects out there, but once again, quirk of emulating.
Now entering orbit to report to the Terran Alliance HQ.
Something's coming right for us!
What is that?
Where? What are you talking about?
Whoa, where did that come from? Did it warp in or what?
I don't think so, Captain. We did not detect any gravitational oscillation beforehand.
I told you it was coming!
You two were able to see it, Roddick? That's it. It's made of invisible matter.
The entire ship?
Captain, the unidentified ship that just appeared is hailing us.
Open a channel.
We come as emissaries from Lazonia. We have no desire to fight. Repeat.
So, you're saying that Lazonia wants to sign an armistice with us?
That is correct. We were not willing participants in the war against Earth.
The rumors of a third party working in the shadows of Lazonia were true then?
Not a third party.
A third party?
Yes, they had us at the points of their swords. Their civilization is highly advanced. They were the ones responsible for the destruction of planet Issei half a year earlier.
Yet they're still using swords. Smart. Smart, that.
We have little idea what their goals are, but they have provided us with a wealth of new technology, including the virus.
I think I understand what's happening.
Regarding the viral weapon that was dropped on planet Roke, we'd like you to provide us with either a vaccine or the original host of the disease, if you could.
I'm
They
afraid
cannot.
we cannot. We know that the virus has its origins in the Asmodeus, a creature that lived on planet Roke 300 years ago.
Asmodeus? That's the Archfiend. The monster that was defeated in the demonic wars.
The stuff of legend, huh?
Neither the vaccine nor the host exist in this universe any longer. I'm afraid there is little we can do about planet Roke.
No!
There's nothing to be done now. If there's no ready solution to the problem, we'll simply have to quarantine the planet Roke.
Because quarantines work so well.
What? You want to just watch our planet die?
Roddick, calm down.
The hell with that?
Roddick about to smack a bitch.
So much. Traveled all this way to
All right,
help out
Connor.
our friends.
Have a good night.
And now what are we supposed to do?
Who would have imagined they got the virus off Roke 300 years ago and just held it in storage all this time? There's no chance of finding the host
See you
now.
around.
The Alliance has decided to seal off Roke forever. There's nothing we can do but apologize. I'm so so sorry.
There is one chance.
Indeed, a singular
It's
chance.
just extremely unlikely it will actually work.
You aren't actually suggesting we head for Planet Styx, are you? I should have known you'd bring that place up. You'd have to be crazy to suggest that.
I'll find a way to get us a ship.
But sir,
There's still another option?
well, I hesitate to call it that, but if we use the time gate on Planet Styx, there's a small chance. But Captain, you know the risks.
Please tell us. We've got to know.
We're gonna go time traveling.
Hear any deployment orders, Captain?
Well, I have. Let us through.
Yes, sir.
All set here. Ready to go when you are, Captain.
Right. Close the entry hatch.
Are 2 people enough for this?
Oh, yeah. The computers do most of the work.
Computer?
Yeah. How to explain it? Basically, they're these tools that help people out with the difficult parts of their jobs.
Good job, Ronix. Explains it so well.
Anyway, let's get this thing off the ground.
You're so good at explaining things.
You do realize, Captain, that going to Planet Styx is all but guaranteeing ourselves a court-martial.
Yep, worst case scenario, we'll all be in a labor camp for the rest of our lives, but too late to turn back now.
Indeed, very too late to turn back.
In the world, I get stuck with you for a commanding officer.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize. I may have a ton of bad luck, but that doesn't mean I'm reluctant to visit Planet Styx. I'll follow wherever you go, Captain. Just try not to lead me astray, all right?
Ha!
What is Planet Styx anyway?
It's a planet.
Just like Earth or Rogue.
We stumbled upon it during an earlier deep space exploration mission.
They say that Planet Styx was home to a vastly advanced civilization long before we humans even made it into space. Actually, we know next to nothing about them.
And that's where that time thing is?
The Time Gate. We'll use it to visit Roke in the past.
The past?
Oh, so if we go back in time, we can retrieve the blood of Asmodeus. Then we can make the medicine we need, right?
That is indeed how it
So many
works.
words, yes.
But we still haven't fully unraveled how the Time Gate works. It's too dangerous to mess with, so it's been made strictly off limits. We'll be within orbiting range of Planet Styx shortly.
Right.
Will it let us in, though? The Time Gate, Guardian. The living gate.
According to the Lazonian emissaries, a mysterious third party obtained the virus on Roke.
Apparently, it all happened several hundred years ago.
That it did. The level of technology they have must outclass anything we could even imagine. We'll have to travel through time to a point before they visited Roke and collect a portion of the host's body.
Sounds hard.
Assuming, of course, the gate will let us through in the first place.
O Guardian of the Time Gate, please lend an ear to our humble request. We seek your guidance to the world of 300 years past. We wish to visit Roke as it was in olden times.
I am the gatekeeper. Your request has been granted. Let us open the gate to the past.
We did it. We need to leave our weapons and communicators here before we enter. If you bring them along, you'll bounce off the gate.
Well, here we go. I hope that we're not making a mistake by entering the gate, because once we go inside, there's no turning back.
Right, here we go. Just hang tight, Dorn! We're gonna save you, but you gotta hang on!
Gate's nice and warmed up. You don't want to head through a gate before it's warmed up.
I'll wait for you.
Thank you, Roddick.
Are you sure you're all right? We must hurry, the gate is...
And they died. Not really. They just ended up face down in the dirt. Must have had a wild night.
Are you alright, Ilya?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Where's everyone else? I don't see them anywhere. They should be around here.
Maybe. Then again, me tripping back there threw off our timing pretty badly. There's a chance we're a good distance away from each other.
Well, we picked a good place to appear. Let's go look for them in this village first.
Hang on, I just realized this outfit probably isn't gonna work here.
You're right. You'd stick out like a sore thumb.
I'll go look
Why don't
around.
you wait here? I'll go find something for you.
Sorry for the trouble, but imagine what the captain must be going through. Well, good luck then.
So first, gotta find some women's clothing. You're incorrect. Blueberries. Around here, are you? Tried our plum apples yet? No, I haven't. You're in town? Ask about clothes. It's for a young woman on sale. Something normal would be fine. But this, some adventure and flair to it. I'd say it's normal enough. Yeah, he's acting weird, but sure. Hey, found some
I've
clothes.
got your clothes. Here you go.
Thanks. No peeking now. Sorry to complain, but this is way too loose on me. I don't think it'll even cover my chest. Well, I'll just go like this then.
Oh, are you sure?
Well, there's nothing else I can do. I can't change back into what I had on earlier. Anyway, let's hurry. We need to stock up on supplies and rendezvous with the captain.
I'm not really sure what just happened here.
Don't worry, Roddick. Nobody is. For me, villager Krat. North here, we found the town of Hot. Or Hout. Boys just called it Hot. Hey, more items. 420 full. 60 full for a rest. We don't need a rest right now, though. I mean, we just got here. Hey, old dude. Decided to travel the countryside on a whim. Now I'm stuck in this small town with nothing to do. Also, it said we had to leave our weapons behind, and we did. Same with armor. There was literally no point of de-equipping Dorn, but I did it anyway for dramatic effect. We do have the necklace back, even though it was on Millie. Actually, I should give that to Ilya. Visit our status screen. Well, visit our status. View status screen at least once. So you're here to make sure you check the talent screen. Yeah, and talents are things. Some people are talented, some people aren't. Oh, the resurrection elixir. That'll be handy. How my daughter's doing? Probably fine. Okay, I'll do that right now. You can come all the way down. See talents. Roddick is original and has nimble fingers. Ilya has a design sense, composing and listening. She has a bunch of various stats. They do things. The stats on the left are your base stats. The stats on the right are your stats after any modifiers come into play, like your equipment. Then there's also luck, stamina, and guts. Luck is basically... It's hard to explain exactly what luck does. It's not the most important of stats, and mostly comes into play with something we can't even do yet, though it also affects guts. It also affects your basic crit rate, which is also guts. Guts is basically your crit rate, or a chance to... It basically is just a chance to either deal basically double damage or take half damage. And stamina is your recovery rate. At the end of every battle, based on your stamina, you will recover a certain amount of HP and MP. Higher stamina, more you recover. It's rather handy. Now you might note, we don't have a healer. Like, at all. Because Roddick is higher level. I will set him with Firestorm Blade. Does Ilya have a killer move? No, she does not. And let the AI take care of him, and I'll control Ilya because she's lower level. She punches things. She ain't no healer.
Oh, what a pain!
Here they come! Firestorm Blade!
Ilya is significantly faster than Roddick. Well, not significantly, but she is faster, which is nice. I believe the only thing we had to leave behind, though, was our equipment. Yeah, we still have all of our other stuff. And I should go over this. Twice cooked pork. It is Roddick's favorite food. If Roddick eats it, he gets enhanced recovery to his HP and some MP recovery, which is nice.
This ought to be a good fight.
Here they come! Firestorm Blade! Firestorm Blade! That was way too fast.
Go. More spectacles. Spectacles are an item that we could use to gain info on the stats of an enemy, but they're better used elsewhere. And also a thing to note is Ilya is naturally much more defensive than Roddick. If either of these characters could be considered a tank, it's her.
The first thing we need to do is visit all the nearby settlements. The captain's bound to turn up in one of them.
Yeah, eventually. That man looks important.
That ain't true and you know it. Stop screwing with me, you bastard!
Some customers just got no respect. He's helping out his dad. You get a sweet syrup. That is another healing item. Get my fish from Portsmouth, but it's been difficult lately with the pirates blocking off all the fishing routes. Ronix Millie? Can't say I've heard of them. A lot of adventurers and mercenaries pass through here, though. Don't see why, but fair enough. You got an inn? Hot potato? Hey, it's that guy again. You guys adventurers too? Yeah, I am. How do you get to Portsmouth? You go north. Because it ain't to the south. Food's of the highest quality. This is a food store. We have no one that can cook currently, so not a huge amount of point to that.
Adam, I heard you were looking for someone to run an errand for you over to Portman.
Yeah, I've got some cargo I need delivered from the Portsmouth weapon shop, but I can't find anyone handy who would be up to the job.
It's been kinda tough to cross Mount Maytorch lately, hasn't it? Well, I'll let you know if I find anyone who can help.
I mean, we can help.
Welcome.
Let's buy some tools. We can buy stuff here. Like a pickaxe. Or a harmonica. Or spectacles. Or a flare bomb. This thing's garbage. Stone Cure, which does what it says. Paralysis Cure, does what it says. Antidote, does what it says. Aquaberries, do what it says and also heals you. It's basically an antidote, but cheaper. Blackberries recover MP. We don't really have a need for that. Blueberries recover HP. They both recover 22%. A lot of healing items work on percents.
Welcome.
Back to Doc.
I heard you needed someone to do a run over to Portsmouth for you.
Yep, there's some cargo I need delivered from the weapon shop in Portsmouth. You'll get paid for your trouble, of course, and I'll also give you a permit to enter Portsmouth. Sound good to you?
And it does.
Portsmouth?
The town to the north of here.
We need a permit to enter?
You just come off the boat, lady? They don't let anyone into that town if you don't have the right permit.
Yeah. Just take the job.
I'd like to take the job, sir.
Well, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but you're gonna need a real weapon.
Oh, well, we'll come back later then.
Let's go get a weapon. I mean, it was that stall in the entrance to the town. That looked pretty good. He had weapons. They were all laid on a sheet. It's not the best way to store weapons, but I mean, there are worse ways of storing weapons. I mean, he could have spiked them all into the ground.
Welcome. Here you go. How's this sword grab you? Oh, it's a masterpiece from a mystical Eastern blacksmith. I'll cut you a deal on it.
My, that's an impressive piece of work. How about we buy it, Roddick?
I mean, we could.
We'll have trouble ahead if we don't have a good longsword on our side.
I'll make it 24, all right? Half price just for you.
20 full, that's pretty cheap, but...
Sounds good.
Well, there you go.
Thank you much.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You just hold it right there. Trying to palm your junk off on some poor, unsuspecting loser, huh?
Oh, great. You again. Oh, stop messing with me business.
Shut up when I'm talking to you! Look, you guys are adventurers, right? Take it from me. This guy's sword is nothing but a big fake. I mean, if that was really an Eastern masterpiece or whatever, it would look more like a... well, it wouldn't look like that. Well, anyway, just keep your guard up against this guy. He'll rob you blind. See ya.
That was quite a character.
Indeed he was. Well, I guess we better go back to that guy. See if he'll maybe still let us take the job. I mean, Elia's weapons are yeah, Elia's weapons. Elia's fists are weapons. So, we do have that going for us.
Sorry, folks, but I've just assigned the job to that guy, right there.
What?
Oh, come on!
You two again, huh? You already promised the job to these guys? I better stay out of the way then.
I'm sorry, I just didn't think they'd actually show up. I mean, they look so green.
Well, how about if I lend them one of my spare swords then, huh? That work for you?
No, wait. Could you go with these guys? I'll let them go if you do. I'm just too nervous to send them out on their own.
Oh, he doesn't trust us then, huh?
You're the boss. Sounds like we're partners now. Wanna go to Portsmouth?
That's the idea.
Sorry to bother you about this.
Hey, we're all in this together, right? The name's C.S. Warren. Good to meet you.
My name is Roddick Ference. Please call me Roddick.
Yeah, C.S. works for me too. We don't have to be formal.
Well, Roddick is the name. Don't wear it out.
Roddick, you're trying so
My
hard.
name's Elia Silvestri. Glad to meet you, CS. First names work for me, too.
Well, in that case, here's your advance and the permit. Best of luck.
200 full. And the permit. And we get a longsword. So we can finally re-equip Roddick with a weapon. Cius has the two-handed sword. And leather armor, leather helmet, leather greaves. He's also level 10. He's also not a permanent party member if you don't want him to be, and I kind of don't want him to be. Right here we can buy skills, and I'm gonna do that. Let's buy knowledge. Let's get some sense. Some technical ability. And some combat ability wouldn't be so bad. Now we have a lot of skills we can learn. Like, a lot. Qui-Gon is really cool. So is Power Burst. Both of these are pretty cool. They randomly boost your attack or defense. A lot of these skills do various things. Smithing doesn't do anything on paper, but it does do something. Mineralogy raises your intelligence by 3, which boosts your magic stat. Herbology makes blueberries and blackberries heal more per level. Aesthetics does something, but it doesn't, nothing obvious. Resilience raises constitution. Knife raises strength by 10 per level. Keen Eye doesn't do anything on the surface, but does do something. Same with Recipe. Whistling also does something, even though it doesn't do anything on the surface. Courage is the same. Imitation is the same. Guard Break allows you to randomly ignore an enemy's defense. Before going over Power Burst and Qui-Gon. Trance randomly increases spell damage. Roddick doesn't have spells. It doesn't affect him. Legitimately, it doesn't do anything for Roddick. Now, I do not want CS as a permanent party member, so... wrong thing. I'm going to be putting CS in the back and taking his stuff. I don't really need the two-handed sword, so he's just gonna keep it. Oh, jeez. Quirks of emulation. Ignore the fact that it's saying toggle. Let's give Roddick the armor, because I don't think Elia can equip it. Yeah, Elia can't equip any of that, but Roddick can equip all of this. Elia doesn't exactly need it, because Roddick with that armor is only 2 points higher than her. So... and yeah, I'll try and get the emulator working a little better before next stream. Now we just gotta head north. Let's barge into this house. Maybe there's stuff we can take. Oh man, stuff we can take! We get another resurrection elixir. Those are very handy. I'm glad the game is kind of generous with those. Because you can't buy them currently, and, well, we have no healer, as has been established, because CS is also another melee attacker. So again, that path is just something that was there in the SNES version as a basically, dead-end path.
This is tough. This looks tough.
For not using CS, it's generally advised that, you grind up here a little bit.
Move a little faster, huh?
Blueberries. There we go. Let's actually just head straight back into town and rest. Getting some levels here is not a bad idea if you're not going to have CS in your party. The encounters on this little ramp aren't exactly the strongest, so they're not the best for actually getting levels on. You can still very easily die to these little guys, but... well, not easily, but you can still die to them. Also, we can do private actions now. I should probably do one of those. Portsmouth. of a damn bar here. And we'll get there, Cius. Basically, private actions, well, they make you have only one person in your group, and the others are around town somewhere. I believe Cius will be in here? Or will he be in the inn? That's Elia in here.
What are you looking at?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
Those earrings there are pretty nice.
You think so too? I was just thinking they fit me pretty well.
But I buy them for you.
I buy them for you, Elia. I bet they would look really good on you.
Oh, Roddick, don't you think you're saying that to the wrong girl?
Huh? Oh, I didn't mean anything like that.
Well, I bet Millie would have been delighted to hear that from you.
She probably would have.
Offering, I certainly am willing to take you up on it.
All right, let me borrow these for a moment. I'll go ask the shopkeeper about them.
Right, this guy's the shopkeeper. They're dirt cheap anyway. Okay.
Thank you, Roddick.
She really appreciates it. They're not actually an item from what I remember, but it's just nice little things you can do. Yeah, Cius is way over here. This town's boring as hell. Give me a good old-fashioned brawl over this any day. And this is basically how private actions work. They basically are character development. This is where the bulk of the character development in the story happens. And they change depending on the characters you have. Where you're doing the private action, what you're doing at the time. Yeah, he's dying for a bottle of, nothing. Good old-fashioned nothing. Though I do need to come in here to the inn. Because, well, Roddick's pretty beat up. Elia's doing pretty fine, but Roddick's pretty beat up. I could just use some of my mini blueberries, but I'd rather not. Because, I mean, resting is only 90. We get basically that much from just any encounter, so. Oh, there's my tea gone. I have water, though. I thought I had this time, because I usually get through my tea in the first hour and a half, so. Man, any of you longtime viewers that are watching probably remember me getting through my drink usually in the first half hour of a stream. I'm getting better at this, slowly. It's only taken over a year. I also have the chance to actually talk more now because, well, there isn't constant characters talking.
Give us a little fun, huh? Firestorm Blade! Firestorm Blade!
And yeah, Roddick is just gonna be spamming Firestorm Blade on basically everything. It's just what he'll be doing. It's how the AI tends to work. I might actually be good enough to get to the top of the mountain.
Keep focused, everyone.
Hopefully.
Our time here. Yeah! Firestorm Blade! Firestorm Blade! Firestorm Blade! Firestorm Blade!
That was way too fast.
Roddick will be the one killing most things for now. I could probably actually just switch to Roddick. Yeah, that'd probably be better. I'd conserve MP as well. Leader Roddick. He's about to level up again. But yeah, enemies have elemental weaknesses and resistances. And it's generally easy to figure out which have, you know, a weakness or a resistance based on just giving the AI some elemental killer move. If they use it, the enemy is either neutrally affected by it or weak to it.
Guess it really was that simple.
These gained a level. Elia's gained a level. I'm not spending skill points yet, and the reason will become apparent eventually. I'd advise anyone that may be playing along to also not spend your skill points yet. There is something that will be getting, not before too much longer, that is better to spend your initial skill points on.
Guess it really was that simple.
This one's really good. Just wipes away your fatigue. Yep. Here is the best place to level grind in the early game. If you're not confident, push both of them to level 10.
So, you're looking for some friends, huh? That's gotta be a pain in the tail.
Oh, it is.
Are you traveling for any particular reason yourself?
To work on my swordsmanship.
Totally,
You
CS.
seem more than strong enough to me.
It's a big world out there, you know?
Don't walk too far. I want the sparkly. Sparkly. It's a mystery herb. That is just something we don't know what it is. But it's most certainly an herb.
Oh, what a pain!
Here they come!
Should see if I can get targeted onto a different one. There we go. Leave that one to Elia. Good job, Roddick. Stood on one to kill both of them. Over here we get a rose hip. Oh, that background does not look good. I'm really gonna need to poke around with the emulator. See if I can get settings working a bit better.
Keep focused, everyone!
Hey, slimes! Because, you know, every game needs slimes. I believe... Yeah, these are resistant to fire. You can tell by the way my Firestorm Blade does not deal as much as just hitting them. That was a guts hit. Dealt double damage.
Wish they could have lasted longer. I can feel the power flowing.
We are coming up on having the ability to run into literally the hardest encounter in the early game. So, once again, if you're not confident, just grind up to level 10 on both characters, and then you should be pretty fine.
Look out!
Give us a little fun, huh?
I'm actually going to, while I'm here, do berries on Elia. You might notice these can't even hurt Roddick anymore. It's the advantage Roddick has being a bit higher level.
Alright, let's get going.
Get a rose hip. Sparkly Wolfsbane. I should probably go over what those do. Let's pop you in here to newly acquired. Rose hips can cure small wounds. They basically do nothing. Wolfsbane will poison you. Other than that, it does nothing. Sweet syrup restores 30% of your HP. Can be used in battle. Something like twice cooked pork cannot be used in battle. So some items can be used in... Some health items can be used in battle, some can't. Usually, if it's a drink of some sort, that's not, like, requiring a glass. Like, if it's a syrup, it's usually fine.
Look out!
Here is the encounter that can be hard. Wolves first. Right, these guys are also resistant to fire. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually save Elia. Okay, gonna heal Roddick. Let him go about his business. That enemy cannot catch Elia. It's too slow.
Whoa!
Palm of Destruction! I'm not going to give that to Ilya yet. It is a killer move for her, but it's not something that she can really make use of yet. I'm going to use this twice cooked pork on Roddick to just fully restore everything. And then a couple blueberries on Ilya, and now I'm going to swap over to controlling Ilya. Whoop, not formation, leader. So we don't have far to go to town, but we'll probably get into one more encounter before we get there. Okay, this is not going to be a threat. I could have not healed her. There we go.
Guess it really was that simple.
Rose hip, Roddick leveled up again. We can't do a private action here because, well, this has to happen.
We've got a permit, see?
Very well. Pardon my rudeness. We've been getting a number of monster activity reports lately. Take
Yeah,
care
and
of
we're
yourselves out there.
We're totally monsters. Totally.
So where's the weapon shop that Badam was talking about?
Sorry, don't know this town too well.
Well, let's look.
Agreed.
I mean, we have to look around anyway. The heck is Terry? Better not have forgotten about our date again. He may have. I think this is over here is actually where we're going. That's the item shop. Ye old item shop. Hello, dearie. There's, I believe, almost all the same things, except there's magical canvas and clay. We can't do anything with that yet. The pickaxe is something that we should get eventually, but there's no real... We could use it now, but it's kind of expensive. It's the best way to put it. Skills should always take a priority, like learning skills. There's always a skill guild in just about every town. The only exception, I think, is that first town. There's a food shop. You can buy foods here. Which, yeah, does things like this, and, I mean, this is something you can cook. I mean, they have rose hips and lavender. Lavender heals 3%. Neither of those are worthwhile for healing. They're used for something else. The Archfiend's forces are much more active up in Sylvalant. That ain't good. We should probably try finding our way towards Sylvalant. So forgetful recently that I keep getting lost. At least I never need a favor. Thanks a lot. You get a fairy elixir. You want to tell that guy where to go. Because that fairy elixir is a magical potion that when used in battle temporarily allows the user to attack without losing MP. It is really good. Don't waste that. Here's the bar. How's it going? It's going well. Some ready crowds in here. It ain't easy running this joint. One beer at the end of the day. Beer's pretty good. Nothing beats the stuff you can get in Sylvalant. Everyone's talking about Sylvalant. Here's the skill guild. Here we can get sense to, but we can't afford it. We already have knowledge, technical, and combat. Sense 2 is the only new one. You do want to get that as soon as possible, though. This is just a random home. What does an adventure actually do? Husband does nothing but wander around all day. Is that what it's like? I mean, yeah. It's kind of the point of adventuring, is just kind of wander around. This is an inn, which I don't believe has anything of particular value in it. It'll also cost 90 gold, well 90 full, but we don't need to stay here. We've already stayed at one. If CS wasn't in the party, it would only cost 60. It costs 30 extra per every bed you need. Get Mary's house. I want to eat a parfait. My mom says I can't because it'll rot my teeth. I brush my teeth every day. Mary loves eating sweet things even though she knows it's bad for her. I mean, who doesn't like eating sweet things other than me? Chobin. I really, really hate this name. But Chobin is best. Don't even know what the king of Mua looks like. Or Mua. I think it's Mua. Here's the weapon shop.
What's up? Badam sent us.
Ah, a delivery man, are you? Right. I need you to take this item to Badam for me.
It's a giant stuffed rabbit.
This thing? All the way back there? How the hell are we gonna carry this?
I'm counting on you, folks.
Yeah.
Well, CS, you're in the back. You carry it. I believe we can actually buy equipment here. You can get a saber, which is basically 20 attacks stronger for Roddick. You can get some brass knuckles, which would give Elia a weapon, also increasing her avoid. Padded armor is basically the armor for Elia. It's also better. Well, martial art robe is the one for Elia. You can buy a bikini, but no one here can wear it. It's also somehow better at defending than the martial arts outfit. Does that make sense? We can get a round shield, which is really good on avoids. I think that's actually one of the best avoids you'll find on a shield. Leather greaves, boots. I'm going to buy some stuff. Get some boots, round shield. We can't afford this. It's not the most imperative we get it. Roddick already has the leather armor, so I'm just going to buy the one padded armor, and then the brass knuckles. Yeah, let's come in here and let's sell this flare bomb, because we don't really need it. And yeah, that should put us above 300 again, so let's buy a saber. That is all of our money, but I love how the stores work in this game, because you can basically buy as many of an item as you can afford, up to 20 each item, and you could sell things at the exact same time. No sense, no need to go through and buy and sell things one at a time. So now Roddick equips the saber. Round shield. I believe that's everything for him. Elia gets that. The armor. No helmet, but she gets some boots. I just want to make sure I've actually... Okay. So now the stats are 102, 53, 32, 70, 22, to 93, 55, 59, 90, and 34. Even with a round shield, Elia is still better at avoiding attacks than Roddick. Now we head back to Badam, which is a fairly long journey, but the experience is worth it. I mean, we have to anyway, but, it's worthwhile to gain the experience, the XP. Also, I want to note, while we're... Well, I'll have to do it once I get out of this battle.
Oh, what a pain!
Oh, it's this battle again. I think I'm still controlling Elia, so... This fight is much less of a threat. The wolves are only a threat before Elia was armored. The big guys are now the threat. But you'll notice the terrain has seemingly 3 different types of terrain. You have normal grass / road, which has a normal encounter rate. That darker grass has I think a 25% higher encounter rate, and generally has slightly different encounters. Same with the forest over there. That is terrain we can enter. It has, I believe, a 40% higher encounter rate. And, well, different battle background and all that. I believe also different encounters. Yeah, see, 3 big bandits here. It's generally advisable that you don't enter the forest and such until you've equipped everyone up. Now, because I actually have equipment now, let's give Elia Palm of Destruction. Fires off a burst of inner energy.
This ought to be simple.
You're fighting us?
All demonstrated on these guys. It's basically a ranged attack. It should be noted, attacks also change their behavior based on your range. You'll notice in combat there is a long and short range in the bottom left corner. I believe it's bottom left corner.
Oh, what a pain.
Yeah, range, long. Using attacks at long range has a different effect than using them at short. Some can only be used at long or short range. Something like Palm of Destruction is also pretty useless against these things.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Some rose hips. The journey back is a lot easier than the journey there. As could be expected. I mean, we're higher level now. Ah, here is an ambush encounter. These are some fellworms falling on us. They're still, I think, the toughest enemy in the area here is the fellworm. We got some iron from that. Iron is more than just a material. We come into equipment. We can equip it as an accessory. It boosts hit. I'm going to give that to Elia. Because, well, boosting her hit is generally always going to be a good thing. Now, it is only a bonus of 1. It's really not that helpful. But any bonus is good. There's more iron. Roddick has now learned Light Ray Blade. That is not a good attack, but just to make sure it's actually shown off, I'll give it to him. Now I'll equip him with iron. Next battle, don't expect Roddick to be doing much of anything. A lot of the early killer moves are not very good, to put it lightly. At the very least, we can recover MP here, because Roddick is about to waste a lot of MP.
Give us a little fun, huh?
Light Ray Blade!
This is Light Ray Blade. It's not very good. You're basically relying on those little balls to actually hit the enemy. In close range, if you can act against a big enemy, if you can get all of those to hit it, it can be a lot of hits of damage. But it's not reliable. Firestorm Blade is just better. Shockwave Swirl is also better, but is equally almost as bad. It's not as reliable as Firestorm Blade because it only hits once. It can hit multiple enemies, but only once.
Oh, what a pain.
And, well, any attack can hit multiple enemies in this game. Like right there, I just hit 2 of these things with my punch. These things are also weak to fire, as Roddick just demonstrated. Which is why the AI is using Firestorm Blade a lot. Because, well, the enemies are weak to it.
Look out!
Give us a little fun, huh?
Firestorm Blade! Firestorm Blade! Ha! Firestorm Blade!
And if the game can one-hit KO something with something, it will do it. There's some maple syrup. It's a thing we Canadians know very well. It recovers quite a substantial amount of HP. I believe 40%. No, it's 20%. What am I thinking of that says 40? Well, 20% is still a fair chunk. It's basically a blueberry. But tastes so much better. So again, that side path there is just a dead end. Don't bother running down it.
Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad!
Don't make this harder than it has to be.
That was way
over
too
already?
fast.
That's what I get for just mashing X. We could do another private action, but no point.
Well, we're back. Here it is.
Have your giant stuffed animal.
Oh, that was quick. Here's your payment then.
Receive 600 full.
Well, I got my money. Back to the treasure hunt, I suppose.
Now, you can ask him to go with you. You can ask him about his treasure hunt, or you can just say, let's split off here. I'm just going to say let's split off here if you guys are interested in knowing what it's like to have CS in your party full-time, and whatever this treasure hunt is, you'll just have to play the game for yourself.
Thanks for everything, CS. You were a big help.
Though, a thing to note, if you grab CS, you will not be able to get a character later in the game, and I will point out who it is when we encounter them.
See you then. It was kind of fun, I gotta admit.
It takes all kinds, I suppose.
Also, if you get CS, you can get another character earlier in the game. And I will point out who they are when we encounter them as well. So now what? Ugh, voice cracks. That's what. Let's go back to Portsmouth and look for some info on the captain. If that doesn't turn up anything, I guess we have to take a ship somewhere else. Right, off to Portsmouth. Okay. I kind of want to go back and private action in that other town. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I want to go for the best possible ending with the characters I want to recruit. So, gonna need to go all the way back to that town and do a private action. It does mean basically every new character we need to go back through every town and private action. You don't actually have to do that. There are specific towns and places you have to go to for characters. I'm just gonna do it every time because I don't remember them all. Honestly, this party I'm gonna build is not my standard party, so.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
And also, as I did mention earlier, there is indeed a speed run of this game. I think like 1 or 2 people have done it. It's like 6 hours long. I am already well behind pace.
Guess it really was that simple.
That is to be expected, though.
This ought to be simple.
I keep pushing X multiple times. Well, I say X. For me, it's the B button, but it would be X on the actual PSP. Private action. Let's rest her a bit. Indeed. Now, don't mention where anything should be, Roddick.
Was there a postal system on Rogue 300 years ago?
We used carrier pigeons to transport messages back and forth in my time. Well, not just pigeons.
People used other animals too?
Yes, such as... Sorry. I remember Millie tried to use a cat one time. I don't know why. I guess she really loves cats.
How did that go?
Terrible. The cat went missing for a few days, and we never did find out what happened to that letter.
Whoop. Doesn't take a genius to figure out what would happen, but then again, she's kind of loopy that way sometimes.
Aw, would have been nice if it worked.
What? You want a carrier cat?
I mean, why not?
That's weird.
What?
I have a feeling that someone's talking about me behind my back. Oh well, never mind. We need to find a town, don't we?
That you two do.
Right. Yeah. I know you've got your symbology or whatever, but I'm totally defenseless here, with no equipment, no weapons, nothing.
Don't worry. I'll help you pick out something to impress the ladies once we find a town.
Thanks.
That's another great thing about private actions. You learn how the other group is doing, because they ended up together. That's all we can do here, really. Oh, they're somewhere.
Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad!
Charge!
Come up here and punch this rabbit. Well, kick them, I guess.
Wish they could have lasted longer.
It's very nice getting this much full. We might actually be able to buy that, yeah, we'll be able to buy the next skill by the time we get back. Well, set of skills when we get back to, Portsmouth. Which will be very nice.
Oh, what a pain!
This encounter is another one to watch out for as you're first heading to, that town. Just keep in mind, they are normally affected by fire, and a single Firestorm Blade should get you through most of the encounter. It should take one Firestorm, one regular hit to take them down. Or down, instead of brown. I can speak. I am a normal human being who can talk like a normal human being. Indeed. I forget if there's a new private action here, but I'm going to move on. I'll be back to there at some point anyway, so. It'll be fine. This is a very long journey that we will be doing multiple times.
Firestorm Blade! Firestorm Blade! Firestorm
Destruction! Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
One thing I should note, for anyone who may be wondering what the proficiency is, well, used amount, it's basically your proficiency with a skill. The more you use it, the lower the MP cost gets, and the harder the skill will hit for. It also may change how the skill functions over time. So a move may, if that's not great now, may become better if you use it a lot.
Look out!
This ought to be a good fight.
Which is, you know, a rather neat system.
Destruction!
Firestorm Blade!
Aw, over already?
There's more iron.
Oh, what a pain!
Let's go! Yeah! Firestorm Blade! Firestorm Blade! Yeah! Firestorm Blade!
Guess it really was that simple.
Product gains a level. It's not much to say during encounters. Toss to recover. I'm actually gonna quickly step away for a moment, for I have to use the washroom. So I should be back. Everyone, if there is anyone that's going to be in the chat, please behave. I should be back in about a minute. And I've returned. Have to continue onwards, back to Portsmouth.
Let's go.
Give us a little fun, huh?
I may as well use Palm of Destruction a little more.
Guess it really was that simple.
Because, I mean, it's not a bad attack. It being ranged is nice. Building up your proficiency with it isn't the worst idea. Because, as you may have noticed, at least fighting a singular enemy, there's basically only 2 squares a character can inhabit to deal damage to them. Directly in front of them and directly behind them. So, generally, having a character that can use a ranged attack isn't the worst idea. Especially where the AI will only ever use the first attack of the 3-hit melee attack combo anyway, so the game is really good for using that attack because, well, it's ranged and they're only going to be hitting once anyway. So it doesn't matter that it only hits once.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of... Whoa!
10 out of whoa! That's a pretty good score. Bunnies!
You're fighting us?
Home of destruction!
There we go.
Guess it really was that simple.
Destroyed them with more palms. Wait, can we not private action? Okay, I guess we can't. There's an event going on here. Now, I want to... Skill Guild was this one? No, I don't think so. No, it was Yield Item Shop. This was it. Yo, what's up? Give me sense 2. Does that have the one I want? Yes! Determination! This is what you should be saving your SP for. It lowers the SP needed for each skill. It costs a lot, but it's worth it. Now, a lot of these only cost 1. Now, I wouldn't advise paying more than 1 SP for anything that currently costs 1. But we can get a point of resilience, 2 points, 3 points. We can get danger radar, which raises stamina, which basically does a similar... Yeah, stamina is the recovery, I think, or health in general. There's a lot of stats, little stuff. Keen Eye and Recipe don't really do anything at the moment. Though you'll notice when we get danger radar, we ended up gaining the ability to scout, which raises or lowers the frequency of battles. You can train, which is a special ability to raise or lower lower one's attributes in return for gaining more experience. Survival, which uses MP to find items in the area, requires herbology and resilience, and you can see what these things do. You can get whistling, which isn't really helpful at this point in time. Poker Face raises guts. We'll take a point of that. If we get this, we can get replication, and with this, we can gain pickpocketing. We currently cannot pickpocket anything, but pickpocketing is important, so I'll work on courage here a little bit. Elia will be our pickpocketer. Get a point of power burst, a couple points of Qui-Gon, I guess. She doesn't have spells, so I don't think trance will do anything. Mineralogy and herbology gives us survival. I believe having aesthetics would give us another skill, but I don't want to spend the extra SP. Now we're going to do something basically very similar on Roddick. Basically focusing on skills that will give him a bonus to his stats. Only we're not going to bother with anything other than... I just wasted some points. It's fine. Not exactly wasted. I mean, you get quite a lot of them. But, you know, would have been nice to have not done that. Now, how much money do we have left? Not enough. Okay, I was supposed to say we're going. If I had enough, I'd go and get the martial arts uniform, but I do not. Yo, what's up? But seriously, just you leave. Oh, okay. Trying to remember where to go in this town. Yeah, let's tell Terry about his date. Yeah, you better get going. Just watch, I'm gonna be a great sailor someday. What time is it? Okay, I've been at this for a couple hours. I might actually end the stream here shortly. I do plan on getting back to this tomorrow, so I won't actually continue on past Portsmouth here. Just gonna see how this worked out. Prepare me up to y'all. Sorry, Candy. I swear I'll make it up to you. Ah, Randy just got here. I'm actually about to end it off because I've been at this for about 2 hours. My day has been good, though. I will be back at this tomorrow. I'm going to be doing my best to do a day stream. I'm going to try and dedicate Saturday nights and Sunday mornings to basically RPGs. Once I get Animal Crossing, Sunday mornings will still be Animal Crossing. And it'll actually be an even earlier stream, so Sundays will potentially have 3 streams on them. So, look forward to that. Let's get this saved. Yeah, my copy's in the mail, so it'll be here at some point in the near future. It might be here tomorrow because it is coming via Purelator, so I'm doing my best to avoid any changes that have been made so I can experience them myself, even though I know once I start streaming it, people are going to be pointing things out to me, and because that's just what happens. I can't really avoid that, so... But until then, I'd like to avoid things as much as I can. Kind of like I was with Pokemon. Only less important to me, really. Because, I mean, changes to Animal Crossing aren't the biggest things in the world, but... it's still nice to experience stuff like that yourself. But yeah, I am going to be ending this off here, because I've been at this for a couple hours, my throat's a little sore. I will do my absolute best to have a day stream tomorrow. I'm going to honestly be setting my alarm for like 2 p.m., so I should definitely be awake. I'm also tired now, so I should be falling asleep at some point around 3, 4 in the morning, which I mean I should be able to more than easily be awake by 2. So, yeah. With that, thank you everybody for watching, and hopefully I shall see you here tomorrow as we continue onward past Portsmouth. At least if there's a morning stream. I might also do this as a night stream if I miss it. I want RPGs to happen on the weekend. But yeah, see you all tomorrow.